Alright, so in this video, I'm going to post a video I found about, in Southern California, the economy is not looking too good there. Well, I guess it's not looking too good in most places, but specifically in this video, it shows people actually not using electricity and squatting in their own homes. And I guess it's a pretty large number of people, apparently. It's pretty depressing to say the least, but I think things are going to get a lot worse than this, and this is only the beginning. So here is the video.
This house has electricity. This house has stopped paying the electricity bill. I talked to the neighbor for a couple days. So as you can tell, it's hard to see right now, but they are using lanterns and candles in that house. I'll try to get a better angle for you guys, but I looked in there and they had about 10 jugs of water, so their water could be turned off too. They are literally having bonfires every night out in the back and using candles and lanterns. This is what's happening in Southern California, guys. 25% of people in my area are squatting in their own property. Here in parts of Southern California, we are experiencing the Great Depression. I mean, there are people hitting the streets. I mean, you can put out 100 resumes out here and you're not going to find a freaking job. So, you know, sometimes that stuff gets you down and it gets me depressed. But, you know, I'm not going to give up. I'm fighting the good fight. And what I can tell you is guaranteed, people are suffering. Families are breaking up. People are losing their jobs. They're getting their hours cut. They're getting severe anxiety because the stress in the workplace is gone through the roof because they are trying to eliminate people. And the last thing they want to do is add more to the millions of layoffs. So what are they doing? They're writing people up. They're making the jobs harder, so that way they can get rid of the veterans and get in the people that are willing to work for 50%. But realize, you know, this is a tsunami of bad news that's going to hit this country. And if you're not ready for it, you're going to be ill prepared to deal with the situation that and your family's going to need you to. If you don't have a higher being, that is God himself, looking out for you and you focusing on that, you will perish. Right now you will perish. And I am telling you, there's light at the end of this tunnel, but you cannot not look at the truth. You have to look at the truth. You have to look at the hell straight ahead, straight at it. And then...
So, I don't pretend to be an expert on the economy, but I've learned enough to know and to recognize the indicators that it's not looking too good. And when you've got people from so-called left-wing or right-wing people, and then even the mainstream media agreeing that the outlook on the economy is really pretty bleak, to say the least, I think it's a good idea to have some preparation, as much as you can afford. I mean, really, because what's the worst that could happen? If you buy a bunch of storable food, and if there is no economic collapse, which is highly unlikely, then you could obviously just eat the storable food. So, I mean, I would start getting storable food. I would start getting lots of protection, meaning ammunition and firearms. Yeah, because the outlook for the future is not looking too good, and we all know that, like Rahm Emanuel says, to not let a good crisis go to waste. So what'll happen is, if the economy does collapse, the government will have the general public just down on their knees begging for a solution. So, yeah, the more prepared we are for this economic collapse, the better. So that's basically just the gist of this message, just a reminder, and just to show you some real footage of just the start of it and what it's going to look like. People squatting in their houses. That'll probably be the first step, and then you'll start seeing the riots on the street break out once they run out of food. All right, that's it for now.